Right, got that open. Hello, everybody. It's Michael here with another live stream. Hopefully, this will be the last one for the year. Bit of a pun there. So, yeah, I'm not going to appear on camera this time around because I think it's just on appearance wise. I'm just a wee bit scruffy, really, here. So, um, yeah, just feel like just record this in audio, really. So, yeah, so we've now come to the end of 2025, and I must say it actually has been quite a year of events, I must admit, actually. There has been a few good points, and then there's been a few negative points, which we'll probably I'll probably go into maybe in a wee minute here. But let's just have a wee run through as to what's been happening throughout this year, and you know count our blessings, really. So, so this year was, well, first of all, the main thing that I'm sure everybody would know already, and because we're still talking about it, is the Thomas and Friends 80th anniversary. And yeah, there's been quite a lot has been happening this year to celebrate the anniversary. And although I wasn't heavily involved in terms of on the Mattel side of things to to make something there, I was asked to appear in the Thomas and Friends podcast, which took place during the week of the anniversary. Um, that was actually quite good fun, actually. That actually, when that happened, actually, when I was asked to come on board, I was going through a bit of a low time because I was just having trouble trying to find work, and I just got this text from Mattel saying, "Would you be interested in taking part in this thing for the anniversary?" And I was like, "Great, absolutely love it." So it was great to see old friends again. It's great to see Ian McHugh again and get to see Andrew again because we haven't seen each other for goodness knows how long. Probably since the last time we worked on Pablo or Thomas for that matter. Um, Actually, I think it was before. I think it was like during or sometime during lockdown we last met. So anyway, but yeah, but it was still good fun to catch up again and to share stories about this and that there. And so yeah, the podcast recording went very well. We got the one with about me and Andrew discussing about our time writing for the show, and then I did a solo one talking about how it was for me growing up with Thomas, and what you hear in the final item was actually an item that was based on a story that was actually from a story that I told Ian about how growing up with the series actually helped me uh, get over the effects of bullying from school out there. So I was basically just saying like how much I appreciate Thomas for cheering me up for and helping me get over the bad times of life and living out there. And yeah, what I say in the podcast is quite true. Funny enough, actually, when we were doing the Audrey Extravaganza 5 this year, Richard Audrey actually came up to me at one point and he says, "I've been listening to your episode on the podcast, and I really actually am quite amazed here as to what my grandfather, what grandpa's stories did for you, and I'm really glad to hear that they've helped you out here." And I was like, "Yeah, thank you very much for hearing my story. It was really very kind of you." So yeah, it was a good time. Definitely a good bit of time to during that time here. But anyway, that was back in 2024. We're talking about 2025 now. So what's been happening throughout this year? Well, I've been kind of spending most of this year focusing on other things outside of my social media life. That doesn't have to say I still do social media stuff. I post up the odd post every once in a while on Blue Sky, which I've actually found to be quite a lot better than Twitter. I'm sure there's probably going to be people out there saying like there's different sides to it, but or maybe there's and I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty much is the phrase out of it now? I don't know. I'm 33 now. I'm at that stage now where I still think we still talk like we did in the 90s. I still sometimes say the odd 90s slang, like when I say something's good, I would say sick or something like that. Anyway, but But yeah, I've been spending most of my time this year focusing on my current day job, which I actually, to be honest, I actually found this job to be really, really good fun to work on. Really, really did, and it's one of the very rare opportunities where I actually would wake up in the morning and think to myself, "I'm going to work." Yes, and then I would spend like an hour's drive up and down the motorway to my work, and then I have no complaints about it whatsoever. I've just had the best time of my life, just doing what I wanted to do, doing what I do to help out. Like so, if you're wondering what my current position work is I'm working as a scene prep artist. So I basically I'm basically the guy who basically assembles the shots for animated cartoons and out there. So I would insert the characters, the backgrounds, the audio. Sometimes I do a blocking pass just to give the animators a rough idea as to where the character is going to be going, that sort of thing. And then I would I would send it in for review, and if it gets past it, then it goes straight to the animators to go into the animation stages. So so I've been working. I'm part of a team of 5 people, and yeah, we're a good bunch. We're a good bunch. We've had a good work structured relationship there, and yeah, we've been getting a lot of good feedback from our team leaders and our bosses there. So that's good. If we're getting that much praise there, we seem to be doing a good job. Like so, so that was all good. And of course, like the job, like the workplace there as well has been very, very good. We've been having some good fun days where sometimes we have like various themes. Like let's say for Halloween's sake, we were all asked to come into the studio dressed in costume, and we had to spend the whole day on our desks, literally just like in our costumes. So can you imagine trying to prep a scene whilst dressed up as the Grim Reaper and you're wearing like skeleton gloves and you're trying to type the keys using these little plastic gloves? It's that's an absolute nightmare. But I digress. Well, to tell the truth, actually, we did take our costumes off when we were working it there, and then during a tea break, say we would put them back on again because it's for the fun of it, really. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can say regarding to my work wise there. On the other side of things that's been happening this year. This year was my Far Cry Branch Layout's 10th anniversary, and it's only hit the exhibition side of things twice this year. So it's appeared at the Northdown Model Railway Show in Bangor Grammar School. That was back in April, I think it was. So that was its first showing in its new renovation state. And I remember trying to get everything all sorted out and ready for that event here, and panicking as to whether or not things would work or not work. And thank God everything all worked out fine, and we managed to get through the entirety of the original 1965 operation sequence with like very little flaws. Um, and then the next one was in Belfast for the Ulster Model Railway Club's show, and they had changed venues that time round. So we were in a different venue, and this one actually, I believe we did quite well with this one because we had quite a number of people came over to us, and they were all inquiring as to what was done for this and done for that. The one items that did got the couple of items that did got complimented quite a lot on the layout was the way I've done the track, which was basically I just used ordinary Pico flexible track and just cut off all the sleepers individually and then reprofiled them in a certain way using a little 3D print jig that I had. If you look back at some of my live stream videos or video updates out there, you'll probably will see me talking through all this here and seeing what the results are. So so that's how it was. And then the other thing actually this one actually did surprise me because I didn't think this would actually get a lot of attention was the bowling green at the Three Beatles Inn. Apparently that scene got a lot of attention from various model railway enthusiasts because not many of them have actually seen anybody model a bowling green. And yeah, they were all asking like where did I get the figures from and how did I make the green out there and my simple reply was it's just a piece of card that I put some scan material on. That's basically it. So, but yeah, they seem to really really like that there. So, I better try and move on along here because we've only got 1 hour left until New Year's. So I tend to ramble on quite a lot here. So I'll try and keep it as quick as I can. I'll try and finish up here, hopefully before half past. Uh, right. Anyway, sorry, hang on. Somebody just texted me there. Somebody messaged me there now. It's just someone on Discord. Okay, I'll probably get back to them at some point. If whoever's if this person who's just messaged me on Discord, if you're watching the stream right now, I apologize. I will get back to you. Um, just have to get through this here first. Anyway, so other things happened outside of things. Yeah, then there was the Audio Extravaganza 5, which I think is the last one for a good while now. There hasn't been any talks for any other ones, because usually around about this point we'll be like doing like the reviews of how the event did and the prep work for the next one here. So this time I haven't heard any word from that from the team, from the guys. So so I'd say that's probably that's probably it for a good while. But yeah, I must admit actually this year, oh my god, this year's event, flipping heck, it went for 3 days. 3 days. How on earth we managed to get through it, I do not know. But one thing I do want to actually point out here, and this is where I will have to confess at this point here, if at any point, if during the event, if you guys come up and saw me at, I was mostly based at the Aberystwyth, not the Aberystwyth, the Abergynolwyn side of the railway, because that's where Farquhar Branch and Midsolar and all was based at there. If you had come to see me there at that point, and if at all I was, I was kind of acting a wee bit non-social or anything like that, I promise you here, I wasn't in that kind of state of mind. I was just very like concentrating on trying to get things sorted out and trying to get things sorted out here. But if I did come across that kind of vibe here, I apologize greatly, because the thing is with me, I have to confess, I actually am a bit of an odd person to socialize with here. I do have an odd sense of, my personality is a bit weird, to say the least, and some people have mentioned that to me, and it's something I can't really control, by my actions. That there's some people say, is it the autistic in me? I don't know. I don't know. It's just something in there. It's just making me do these things which I can't help. It's just this week. I was going to use the word trait, but I don't know if that fits or not here. So it's just let's just call it an error. Just a little error that seems to pop up every once in a while. And I'm doing my best to try and override that and do better. So if at all I did come, if at all I would seem a bit unsociable. I'm not acting like that. There. I'm just. It's just a little bit of me. It's something inside me that's just interfering with my social life and prevents me from wanting to make friends and other. I don't know. I'm sure somebody probably going through the same procedure as well, or not. I don't know. I'm just rambling. But anyway, but that whole weekend there, my God, I really enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy it. I actually will confess, I actually did enjoy the event here. It was good fun seeing people here, getting to see old friends who I hadn't seen for a good while here, and some friends who I'd mostly been talking to mostly on the computer, via Discord or through Messenger, and that they're finally getting to meet them again at long last, or haven't seen them again since so long. I mean, for example, I hadn't seen my good friend Tom from Tom's Modeling Corner. We haven't seen each other in person since 2021. Would you believe that? There, and that was when we I was in London seeing somebody here, and Tom just happened to be in London at the time, so we arranged for a meetup, and that was the first time we saw each other in person, because at the time we always chatted to each other via messenger or email or whatnot there on the old model forums. And then, of course, through Modeller's Corner via the web link and all that there. But yeah, this was like the first time we ever saw each other in person. So it was great to see each other again at the Audio Extravaganza. And he brought his models of his Thomas and his new work in progress of James as well. And that was great fun. That was actually really good to see here, because I really do admire his modeling work. He's come a long way here, has Tom, since since I first saw his brightly painted. His brightly repainted Hornby Thomas that he made years ago. Tom might not remember this. Maybe he does remember this. He might, when he watches this back, he'll probably think to himself, "Oh my God, Michael still remembers that." But yeah, yeah, I think it was during a time when on the old model trains forum, Tom wanted to try and set up this petition for Hornby to bring back the E2s, and he customized a Hornby Thomas to be like a sort. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a sort of a mascot or something there, but he did something there to this little model that he had just to help with the promotion things, and and I've been following his stuff as well online, and he's come a long way now here, and also he's doing his own running his own wee business now of selling model rary scenery products. So good on him. Actually, I wish him all the very best here for whatever the future has in store for him. Um, and yeah, then come the very end of the Audio weekend here, we had the big massive photo shoot at the end with all of us at the station, at the wharf station, and all the engines whistling, and oh my God, it was unbelievable. If you were there, you would know how the vibe was. It was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And if you look at some of the live stream videos of all of us the purple shirts as we were called, we were all like linked together, hands over each other's shoulders out there, all in a big embrace out there. If you look at some point, if you look at me, you actually see me holding back tears because I was so moved by all this. Even though I wasn't really heavily all involved with this event this year, I still was so moved that I was asked to be part of this thing, and I am thoroughly grateful to have friends who would give me this chance to come out and to come and help and do these things. So yeah, I'm very very lucky to have such good friends, and yeah, that's all I can say. What I say about that really. And that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much where the events of 2025 from the positive side of things comes to an end, barring one other thing, which was the progress on miniature railway adventures, which was this time round. Last year was mostly focusing on getting model props and sets and all built up here. This time around here, more work was being focused on actually getting animation on the way. So there has been quite a lot of animation work has been done for the series so far, and I was able to get some help along the way as well with getting some various effects done. That I had a good friend that was recommend one of my co-stars, co-workers on the project. I recommended somebody to me for doing some animation stuff. So I got in touch with them, and they very kindly helped out doing like some various hand drawn animation effects. So I'm very very grateful for them to take the time just to help out with my little project here. Whilst we're still a long way off on getting this test episode done, I'd say roughly about a quarter of the episode has been animated. So I'm really pleased. I'm quite pleased by that there. That's only just been through what was done during whatever available time I had at the time. So, but yeah, again, I'm still very impressed as to how much it has been achieved this year, and hopefully, come 2026 here, there will be more of that as the progress goes on. And I also had to send a big massive thanks as well to my friends Kirsty and Robert, who have been by my side here with the progress of Merge Railway, all this time here since 2023. They've been a godsend here to help me out with getting the series finished off in terms of the writing wise, and they've been supportive with the animation progress as well. So, huge, big, massive thanks to them here. Couldn't have asked for a better crew. And then I've also had to send. Funny enough, there's Robert there in the chat right now. Speak of the devil. And then there's also my good friend Christian as well, who I took on board asked to come on board to help out with the music score. Christian has done a fantastic and amazing. No, fantastic is not enough. He's done an incredible work on doing the brand new version of the Miniature Adventures theme song. if you follow me on Blue Sky, try and see if you can look up find the new opening titles for Miniature Railway Adventures. It'll probably be on the I think it's on the Miniature Railway Adventures Blue Sky account. Look it up here. His rendition of the Miniature Railway Adventures theme song is unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. What you see in that preview, what you see in that opening title sequence, it's only a fraction. It's only probably an eighth of what he's done. Because normally I would have actually just asked to do like an opening and closing version here, but at one point I actually did ask him to say like what are the chances of you doing like an extended version of the theme? It took him 2 years, but my God, he had done the unthinkable. And what I heard, he came onto he came into one of the writers' workshops on Discord, and said to me, he says, look, I've got this, I've got something to show you here. So he played this thing. Me, Kirsty, and Robert were in the call all the time, and I was like, guys, we need to hear this here. I don't want you guys to hear this. See what you think. What do you think of this here? And when we heard it here, my God. I literally was in tears. Literally, I was in tears because I was so moved, and and when you hear this tune, when you hear this new rendition, it screams late 90s. It does. The best vibe. The only description I can give it is if you ever grew up in the 90s and you watched like shows on CITV during the late 90s, any programs from CITV that you would have watched out there, the theme song has this vibe. That's all I can give you. That's all I can describe to you. So it is absolutely unbelievable. And I did play a sneak copy, a sneak preview of the new composed theme tune to some friends at the Ultra Extravaganza whilst we were waiting for various things to get sorted out here, and they were like, "Oh my God, is this for your series?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is for my series." And like, "Oh my God, I want to see this here." So, so that's so we're very very glad that there is a massive enthusiasm now for this project here, and I really do hope I can get some more time to work on it and try and get it off the ground more. But yeah, to my friends and to the crew of the Miniature Railway Adventures series animated series here, thank you guys so much here. You've been a great help to me. Really, really great help. No, that's definitely going to be the last, as far as I can think of here in terms of the good side of 2025. Now we come to the sad, the downside of things, and the first one I'll have to mention is, to be honest, 2025 didn't really feel like that much of even though I said that a lot of work has been done on Miniature Railway Adventures and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. This year just didn't feel like my year. I don't know. There was something about this year. I just had this odd feeling that I was like, I don't know, something just doesn't sit right for me. I don't feel like this is a comfortable year for me. I don't know. Sometimes I would often act with various years. Um, Sometimes some years don't agree with me. Sometimes they do. Like say like 2020 for example. I mean, well then again, 2020 nobody agreed with 2020 after what happened then. And then there's also like with 2016. Well, again, 2016 was different. I mean, yes, there was a wee bit of there was some issues that were happening in 2016, but that year was actually okay for me. I actually will admit here that one, I think I was okay that year, but I don't know. But yeah, 2025 was just one of those years I just I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the vibe or anything like that. Something was missing. But I tried to make sure I tried to make sure it didn't get to me, and just try to stay positive for the entire year as best I can. And like I said, with my work wise, that it was working quite well. I was enjoying my work here. I was getting good feedback from my bosses. That their pay was good, thank God. And yeah, and then of course Miniature Railway was progressing quite well. So what else could have brought a big downer on 2025? Well, I'd say the final straw for that final blow for 2025 hit in October, and I'm sure people would already know exactly what I'm talking about. And it was the sad passing of my dear friend and dog, May. Um, I've told friends in confidence exactly as to why May was put down. Um, and I think it's just for the sake of everybody's feelings towards me and other, I rather not disclose through here as to what happened. But all I can say is that May did something which we feared would happen, and it did happen, and that was kind of like the final straw for the whole thing. May was a good dog. I actually must point out she was a very nice dog during her time with us. Um, but it's just that she had she was very troubled when it comes to meeting people, meeting new people, and people who she didn't recognize. And it's just one of those things where you think by now, after all this time, she would have gotten used to this whole routine, but she still was in standby guard dog mode and all that there stuff. So when the unfortunate day happened, like I said, May did the unthinkable, and like I said, that was the whole thing. And she did get off lightly a few times, but this time around, we had to draw the line, saying no, we can't let this go on any further. And it was much, even with much heavy heart as well. I had to say, yeah, I suppose. And I did feebly try to say, like, is there any way we could, prevent May from being put down? But it was a no go. It was no go. So, but yeah, I did do a live stream record, news reveal that May had passed away, but I've since put that on private there because I just can't bear seeing that video again on my channel. So at some point I might actually delete it there from my whole thing because I don't want to go through seeing myself break down. But yeah, I'm okay now here, but I am every once in a while. May is often brought up by friends and family and other and saying, where's May? Is she not here? And they'll be like, oh well, that sort of thing. Anyway, but like I said, I'm okay now. I'm alright now here, but it's just every once in a while, I still get the odd dig and regret and to be honest, I do miss her greatly because she has been great company for me in my house, and it is a bit lonely here right now. I do see my folks out there every day like that, but it's just I don't know. It's not the same really. It's not the same. Anyway, but that's as far as I know. That's the last I can think of in terms of like the sad things of 2025. So hopefully 2026 is not going to be as unforgiving as it was in those last few months. So let's put it all behind us here. So anyway, um, so what is the plans for 2026 for White House Films and Co? Well, as far as I know, I don't have any apart from the Far Cry Branch Operation sequence video, which I must apologize. I didn't get that recorded during Christmas time because I was quite busy during Christmas here and with family and out there. And plus, also, I was kind of knackered as well. I was quite tired. I really was quite knackered, so I did need some time just to like fully recharge myself. Because I must confess, I haven't actually had a holiday since July, so I have been putting off taking my holiday break leaves from working out there because like I said, I really enjoyed my work, and I've been getting some good feedback there from the bosses there. So I just didn't find any good reason to stop for a while. So, but they have told me saying like you do need to take some more time off. Like so, I am going to take maybe a couple of days off in January. See what I can do, and yeah, see what all happens then. But yeah, I am definitely going to see about getting that Far Cry Operation video done for 2026 because it's needed. You guys want to see it here, and I want to see it because it's a sequence that not many people have actually seen since the 1960s, or yeah, since the 1960s, and it'd be nice to recreate it again using my replica. Um, the only thing that's missing from that sequence is the saloon coaches, which I am in the process of making right now. So I'm just trying to find some suitable bogey trucks for the coaches, and then I'll be able to get them made up and ready to work on the layout. Uh, so that's pretty much all I can think of right regard to my own channel. And I think, like I said before, I am going to be taking a bit of a break away from the White House Films channel and focus more on my Miniature Rail Adventures YouTube channel. If you want to find out what that channel is, just go to the YouTube links which says Mini Railway Adventure. Or if you want to find it more quicker, just type down the Miniature Railway Adventures on your YouTube search, and you'll find the channel there. Um, but yeah, I'm going to be focusing most of my time on there. I'm probably going to be doing some more cut video coverage on visits to various miniature railways. I want to do another video coverage of me visiting Drummoy Junction. Might maybe do a history video on the old cultural track. I don't know. That's just an idea. Just came into my head right now here. But I also want to visit. I want to go back to visit Dam Head Miniature Railway in Coleraine because I found that was quite a fun little railway to go to. Um, so yeah, I would like to have another visit there. Anyway, and yes, and then of course, like do some more work on my miniature railway themed model railway, which you think I'd forgotten all about that there, but no, I actually had put it away for Christmas Day, and I'm going to bring it out again come New Year's to work on and off, and and yeah, and then there's going to be another project that's actually been in the progress. Well, we're starting work on it this week really. Um, this project is pretty much going to be my biggest one yet, and some of you guys may have already know what it is because I may have revealed about it in the past or in previous streams or whatnot. But I might leave the reveal until a suitable time. But this project has been in the works since the late '90s. Ever since during my childhood, I have been wanting to have this particular thing in my at my home for numerous amount of years, and now I think this year it's definitely going to happen. So I'll let you guys know when the time comes. But yeah, it's going to be quite a big adventure, quite a big adventure indeed. So anyway, I'll leave you guys now here because, like I said, it's I want to finish before 11:30, and while I'm sure you guys want to go and join your families or friends to welcome the new year. So yeah, so here's to 2026. Hope you guys have a really good one, safe one, peaceful ones. Don't drink too much, and hope to God this time around, unlike last time during the new year, I don't spend all day of New Year's Day in bed. Um, just for context, I was away in Fuerteventura last year, and during New Year's Eve, I no, it's just literally half an hour after New Year's came round, I suddenly took ill with a delayed sunstroke. Would you believe it? I actually got delayed. I seriously got delayed sunstroke, and I became seriously ill, and I didn't get any sleep throughout the entire night, and I spent all day of New Year's Day in bed recovering. So yeah. I very much doubt that's going to happen tonight. So yeah, I should be okay. I'll let you guys know in the morning. All right, but anyway, here's to 2026. Hope you guys have a peaceful, safe one. Hope you have good plans for whatever you have in store for 2026, and let's make it a good one. And yeah, let's put all the difficulties of 2025 behind us, and look forward to the future with big grins on our faces. So that'll do it. Okay, guys, have a happy New Year. Belated Christmas wishes to you all, and yeah, see you next year. Ta.